Do you understand you're happy, your drive, or do you do things just because other people do? You know, you got to be able to dictate what brings you satisfaction in this world. You got these two things I say concerning happiness all the time. One, happiness is a choice. So choose. We all have the ability to choose happiness, no matter what the circumstances is. Just choose happiness. And I know I'm oversimplifying things with that statement, but I put maximum effort into living a simple life. And I also believe, the second statement I use very often, happiness is about control. You know what I mean? So when you're unhappy, try to tell yourself sometimes, maybe it's my fault.
We hope we pray for better days.
I know it makes me happy. I do. You know, it requires little attention and less thought now because it's something that you practice. You should. You know, it's important. You know, you can't be around people that are unhappy or people that are negative or people that are always down in life, down in society. You don't want that. You especially don't want that when you don't know what makes you happy. Because your views or your stance, or whatever it may be, could always be altered. And it's easy. You know, you don't want to become a target, you don't want to be manipulated, and you don't want to fall into a realm of people that think that life is not worth living. Life is worth living. Life is an amazing thing. You know, 2020 this and 2020 that and coronavirus this and what the fuck ever, man. Like, there's people who are living happy lives. There's people that are still making money. There's people that are still pushing forward. There's people that are still prospering. And when you see these people making these complaints and these allegations, and I'm not saying that nobody is being affected, but you have to have the intellect to filter through those who are just saying things or posting things or spreading words just for attention. People complain about things that has no direct conflict, influence, or result on their personal, financial, or professional lives, if they even have a professional life. And sometimes it's just an unhappy person. And this is where being in tune with your own happiness comes in. Because number one, you can see that, right? And it doesn't have to bother you. Because you have total control over what's going on in your life. You have total control of your happiness. You call all the shots. You have all the say-sos. And a very good point that comes with that is this right here, right? It's easy to detect when somebody is challenging your happiness. Now, for me, that's priceless. In my life, the way I live my life, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. You know, that's another thing. Some people just don't have that desire. Or they say stupid stuff like, it's not that easy. Sure, if that's the way your life is. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how their life is. In your life, happiness is not easy. How often do you look in the mirror and say, how much of this uneasy, I should use the word hard, right? How much of this hard attempt to be happy is my fault? Because I believe for a large percentage of people, it's 100%. 100% of you finding happiness hard is your fault. I believe a large percentage of the human population falls in that category. It's your fault you're not happy. Just take some time. One, figure out what makes you happy. You know? Figure out what moves you. Good morning. Figure out what makes you happy. Figure out what moves you. And go from there and attack it. Indulge in it. Keep it around you. And when you start to see things that are different, alter your situation or just simply remove yourself. My brain was just going. I wanted to hit you with something, all right? Look for another video soon, all right? Because I'm away and I just like to see people happy. You know, I see people sad too, but I like to see people happy. I like to see people making money. Oh, that drives me bonkers. It does. It does. I get a particular happiness out of watching other people prosper. I do. I do. The world is an amazing place, man. Just understand your level of amazing. Understand your level of happiness. And just indulge in it as often as possible. That's all. You know, happiness isn't owed to you. It's not, man. It's sought out. Like anything else. Women, men, money, jobs, a car, vacation. Everything's sought out. Nothing's owed to you. Take responsibility. Feel me? Just take responsibility. Remember, in my eyes, obviously, happiness is about control. And happiness is a choice. So choose. It's just that simple. And remember, if it don't hurt, grab a friend, grab a family member, grab a stranger, share a smile. Happiness is contagious. My name is Terrain Jones. This is Not Quite Advice.